Yo, what up, YouTube? It's your boy Fat Flashy. You heard me? Yeah, man. I posted that little video I did yesterday. And you know, I ain't no content creator or nothing like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just was talking my shit, trying to, you know what I'm saying, telling my story, basically talking about how a chance encounter with a fucking killer can send a young nigga life down a whole path he ain't intend to go down and shit. Not to make no excuses for none of the shit I did. You know what I'm saying? I'm just basically keeping it a buck about how shit happened, man, and how subconsciously that shit'll fuck your motherfucking head up. And you know, being from where we from, you can't really show your emotions like that, or you can't really, if motherfuckers know some shit, some shit that's going on in the hood affected you mentally, and you know what I'm saying, you looked at as a bitch, and you know, shit like that and shit. And as a grown ass man now, I don't give no fucks about no shit like that and shit. But as a motherfucking kid, when I was a motherfucking kid and influenced by the streets and you know what I'm saying, and peer pressure and not wanting to be looked at, you know what I'm saying, like that shit played a toll in my life and how shit transpired in my life, you know what I'm saying. And at some point I started talking about the killer. The killer. If you ain't see part one, go check out part one and you'll understand what I'm talking about right now. But the killer dude that set his sights on me and shit, like at some point in yesterday's video, I was talking about how I end up moving to Atlanta and shit, and I met hold on, cause I told the people that was commenting telling me to do a part two is on my Facebook. So I told them I was gonna go on live. So give me a second, let me go on live. Alright, I'm on live now. Alright. So I was talking about how the killer nigga that I was into it with, or I can't even say into it with, like that was into it with me, motherfucker. I wasn't into it with him. That nigga was into it with me. But anyway and shit, how I end up moving to Atlanta and meeting his baby mama. Where could I start that story off at? Alright, so basically, I go to prison for the shit I did in part one I told you about. I go to prison, I do my bid, and I ain't gonna too much focus on that prison shit. Like I don't want to tell no prison stories and all that shit. Like I don't want to get into all that. But anyway, I come home from prison and shit, and shit is weird in the streets when I come home. Like, cause while I'm in prison, this is when the blood and Crip shit first start. You know what I'm saying? The blood and Crip shit, and I'm in Rawway prison and shit. So that's where like the gang shit in New Jersey anyway, that's where the gang shit started at, like in prison, Northern State, Rawway, Trenton, Bordentown. Like them prisons was getting gang infested real motherfucking fast in 96, 97, 98, 99. Like that shit was ganged the fuck out. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm in motherfucking Rawway, and I'm going through all the mental shit. Like I never forget what I went through with this killer ass nigga. So now I'm on bullshit. I'm turned the fuck up. I'm with all the activities. I ain't playing with no nigga, and I'm even worse when it come to the fucking the gangsters and the killers. Like I show my teeth to them type of niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? And this nigga made me this way. Like I try to avoid them niggas by all costs, but if we do happen to cross motherfucking paths, like I know how to handle that now. Like I ain't playing with them type of niggas at all. Like like you a loose motherfucking cannon, I'm gonna be a looser cannon. Like let's just leave it like that. But anyway, I come home from prison and shit, and the streets is fucked up. Like a lot of niggas I fuck with is blood. A lot of niggas I fuck with is crip. And then in my city where I'm from, you know what I'm saying, you had the Bloods and Crips, but it was more like block shit. Like block shit was going on. Like it's two different blocks in my city that went to war. Them niggas been going to war for a little minute, and I couldn't get with that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't get with that shit because I fuck with the city and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I wasn't never one of those gangbang. I wasn't one of those niggas, man. I was on some player shit. Like, you know what I'm talking about? I was trying to get some money and stay the fuck out the way. But anyway, I come home streets wild as hell, and I'm getting into shit. Like I'm cool for a minute. I try to do shit the right way and walk the straight path and shit, man. But this prison. See, when you in prison, you meet niggas in prison and shit, and you lock in with niggas when you in prison and shit. Like, and it be niggas from other towns, other cities, you know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas been through the worst time of your fucking life together. Y'all niggas was back to back in the trenches and shit. So you develop these relationships with these niggas, you know what I'm saying? And then when niggas come home, niggas keep in contact and shit, and ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, well, what's wrong with it is you in prison with the worst niggas from your state, like wherever you from, like the shit you hear on the news in your hood, in your city, the worst niggas, the niggas that just shot this up, the niggas that killed it, these niggas you in there with, like, you know what I'm saying? So you developing bonds with savages, you know what I'm saying? So I went to prison so motherfucking young, and I was in one of those spots and shit. I was in Broadway, you know what I'm saying? Any motherfucker from Jersey, Pimp Jules, what's good? Oh, my boy Lee. Lee was good. Yeah, see, any nigga from Jersey, no, Broadway. Broadway one of them places and shit. And as a result of building bonds with goons, I had relationships with niggas all over the state, but it was all of the worst niggas of the state. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was all of the, you know, the trappers and the clappers and the, you know what I'm saying? Like so I'm trying to see how to say this shit without sounding. What up, Lee? What's good, son? You know what I'm saying? Just giving this motherfucking part 2. But yeah, I'm trying to say this shit without saying too much and shit. But niggas was in this shit. Like, so I'm going like I was in I had got locked up a little bit after well, not a little bit, a few years after I came home. I had a stretch in my motherfucking life where, nigga, I was so hot. I was hot as fish grease. Like, every time I motherfucking went out the motherfucking door, it felt like I was getting pulled over. I was going to jail. It was a point in my life, like from, I don't even remember what years and shit, like, but it was like a 3-4 year stretch where I was in and out the motherfucking county. Like, I'm in Union County. I bails out. A few months later, I'm in fucking Rikers Island in New York and shit. I'm locked up in New York. I get caught with some work in Jersey and shit. I'm in Union County. Then I come home, go a few months later and shit, I catch a motherfucking case in Harlem and shit. Like, so I'm in Rikers Island for a little minute. So I come home from Rikers Island and shit. A few months after I come home from Rikers Island, I get hit again. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm in motherfucking Now I'm in motherfucking Essex County and shit. Like, so, and in between the times I'm doing these bids, my mom had moved to Atlanta. My best friend had moved to Atlanta. My man Sin, my best friend Malcolm that got killed, rest in peace. His brother Bert had moved to Atlanta. Like, so in between me going to jail, like when I got locked up in Union County, I had just came back from Atlanta. Like, I was back from Atlanta for like a week. I go to jail. I bail out. I fight the motherfucking case. I go back to Atlanta. I'm still fighting the case while I'm in Atlanta. So when I come back to go back to court, this is when I get locked up in Harlem and shit. So now I bail out again. Now I'm fighting this case and the New York case and shit. Like, so I bails out, go back to Atlanta. I'm coming back and forth from Atlanta to New York and New Jersey to go to court. So after I get out of Rikers Island, I come back to Atlanta and shit. I go back up there to go to motherfucking court. And this last time did it for me, right? I get on the plane. I go to motherfucking Jersey. I land in Jersey. My man picked me up, took me to my little chick house. I dropped my bags off and shit, and my homie, one of my homies ended up calling me and shit. And he calls me like on some frantic shit, like, yo, niggas was kicking my side door and da-da-da in the middle of the night. Like, I just got back from Atlanta. I probably got back like 8, 9 o'clock and shit. It's like 2 in the morning when this nigga called me. Like, you know what I'm saying? He called me, telling me he go through some shit, so I tell him to come get me. He come get me and shit, and luckily, when he came and got me, I had two bangers on me. He came and got me and shit, but I know he got some things too. Like, so I tell him to take me to the chick crib, take me back to the chick crib. I'm gonna leave them bangers there. So I left him there. So we go to his crib. Now my man had just bought a brand new Range and shit. So in the midst of whatever the fuck, whoever he think kicking his door, trying to rob him or whatever that, after we handle that, he want me to follow him to his chick crib because he got his caddy over there. He want me to drive the caddy back because he just bought a Range. So when he picked me up and shit, I left the guns at the chick house and I go to his crib and we waiting for the motherfucking. I'm thinking the nigga taking a shower and we out. Cause by this time it's like 7, 8 in the motherfucking morning. He picked me up in the middle of the night, like 3, 4 in the morning and shit. Like, so I'm thinking we in and out. This nigga falls asleep. So when he falls asleep, I ain't gonna go through that whole motherfucking story either. But long story short, police raid his motherfucking crib while I'm in there. I get locked up again. Like, I've been back in Jersey for 5 hours. I'm back in jail. 5 motherfucking hours. I'm back in motherfucking jail. What up, Bo? Yeah, I was back in Jersey for 5 hours. I go to jail. So I bails out. And I come back to Atlanta and I'm totally fucked up in the head now. I'm like, yo, I'm done with this shit, bro. Like, I'm not going to fuck back up there. Fuck it. I pay up when they catch up. I ain't going back. Fuck that. These motherfuckers keep locking me up. Like, every time I step foot in Jersey, I go to jail. I go to jail every fucking time. Like, so I'm like, I'm done with that shit. That shit is over with. So I'm in Atlanta doing what I'm doing, but mind you, now I ain't go back to court. So I got shit is all bad. Shit is all bad. So I knew some dope boy niggas in Atlanta that own this big ass. They owned this car wash, and the car wash was at Lenox Mall. And these dope boy niggas get money. So I'm fucked up. I'm super fucked up. I just bailed out again. I'm back down here. I'm fucked up, and I own I just be in and out of Atlanta because my people's here, but I wasn't getting no money out here. Like I run a bag up in Jersey and come to Atlanta for 3-4 months. I come out here 10-15 bands and just stay for 3-4 months and you know what I'm saying, when my paper get low, I shoot back to Jersey and you know what I mean, do what I do, and that's how I was rocking this shit. But now I'm down here fucked up. So my baby mother down here, my mom's down here. I got folks down here and shit, but like I told you, I'm on the run. I ain't go to motherfucking court, so motherfuckers don't want to fuck with me. Like I can't go to, like, not that my family love me to death. Let's get that understood off the rip. But I couldn't go to my sister's house. I couldn't go to my mama's house because bounty hunters already coming to my sister's house in Jersey. So my sister's in Atlanta hearing about that. So they don't want me in their shit. They got kids. Everybody got a family. Motherfuckers don't want nobody kicking in their door looking for me. So, you know what I'm saying? The bounty hunters coming to the... Motherfuckers calling me in the middle of the night. Bounty hunters just was looking everywhere and shit. So I'm out here fucked up. Everybody I do know, I can't even really fuck with because... You know what I'm saying? Nobody want to deal with my bullshit or what I got going on and shit. Like, so I'm out here. I bump into one of my homies and shit. T, what's good, my boy? I bump into one of my homies one day and shit. And he tell me, yeah, hey, yo, you know, such and such and them got the car wash spot. And I'm like, oh, you in touch with him? He like, yeah. So I'm like, give me his number. So I gave him the number. He gave me the number and shit. So I call the big dope boy nigga that own the car wash shit. And I'm like, yo, son, I'm back out here. I'm fucked up. Yada, yada. You know what I'm saying? I need help. I need some motherfucking help. So dope boy nigga told me to come get at him and shit. So I shoot to where he at. Nigga give me some. He give me a pound of motherfucking weed. He give me some bread, and he tell me, look, he gave me a couple thousand and shit, and he gave me a pound and shit, and he like, look, yo, I ain't got no more right now and shit, but what I could do for you is I'll let you run the car wash shit if you want to do that. So I'm like, cool, bet. I'm like, bet. I'm out here fucked up, washing cars, you know, totally. It's not my cup of tea, but I'm out here fucked up and shit. So I take I start doing the little car wash shit, and the nigga that called the dope boy nigga for me let me rent a room in his crib. He let me rent a room. My boy Al, love my nigga to death for that, bro, because he knew I was hot as fish grease. He knew I was on a run and all that, like, so, but he was rocking with me and shit, like, so I'm sitting in the motherfucking car wash, and I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with this pound this nigga get me and shit, like, so I get to doing my 1-2 at the car. Now, Lenox Mall, I don't know if you know about Atlanta and shit, but Lenox Mall be busting. That's where everything going on at. Like, that's where all the real money in the city coming at. Like, so I'm up there, I'm bumping into niggas, and one day I'm going lunchtime, I'm walking through the motherfucking the mall, and I come through the motherfucking Macy's. Now, my man that I'm renting a room from, his baby mama, it's a hair salon inside Macy's. His baby moms work at the hair salon and shit inside the Macy's and shit. So we go get something to eat in the food court, and he go over there to see his baby moms. So I walk over there with him, and when I get in there, I see this little short, dark-skinned, bow-legged, thick, fat ass, like, bad motherfucker, bad. I see it, she walking back and forth past and shit. She work there too, she do hair too and shit, like, so when we leave there, I'm like, yo, son, who that? Like, well, I pressed on her in there too. I pressed on her and shit, like, but he was talking to his baby moms, and she came walking past me, and I slid up on her, and you know what I'm saying, did my 1-2. And when we come out and shit, I'm like, who that? So he started giving me the rundown and shit, like, so shorty I gotta watch what I say about. I don't want to say her name and shit, but I ain't got nothing but respect for her. Nothing but love and respect for her. So I ain't got nothing fucked up to say about her, none of that. You know what I'm saying? Me and her get to fucking around. She get to come in and pick me up from my man crib, and we gonna hang out, we gonna chill, and you know what I'm saying? And we start feeling each other. She's a wonderful fucking person. Like, I'm talking about super, super, super Christian, good heart, nice, pleasant to be around, and wanted the fucking best for me. Like, this girl was a fucking angel, bro. This girl was a fucking angel, flat out. Like, but I'ma tie in the story how going through that shit when I was young with the killer nigga, how this shit is all playing a part in my life still, and I still don't recognize the trauma that shit brought to me. I still don't recognize I'm dealing with it. I guess I'm still fighting it, or don't want to pay no attention to it, or blocking it out. But this shit is still affecting me, and I'm gonna explain how. Like, you know what I'm saying? So me and Shorty get to rocking hard. We get to rocking hard. My man that I'm renting a room from, he gets to tripping. Him and his wife going through it. Him and his baby mom's going through it and shit. They broke up. She moved back to motherfucking Tennessee. So when she moved back to motherfucking Tennessee, my man, he was going through some mental shit. He tripping. He ain't coming home. I'm paying him my part of the rent, but he ain't paying the motherfucking rent. So the landlord one day come knock on the motherfucking door. Boom, 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 boom. So I open the door and shit. He like, where's Al? I'm like, I don't know what's going on and shit. He like, he didn't pay the fucking rent, and tell him I'm not going for this shit. And he just walks away. So when he walks away and shit, he turns down the driveway and shit. He go down in the motherfucking driveway. So he back there for a motherfucking minute. I'm standing on the porch trying to call Al. Shit, Al ain't motherfucking answering. So the motherfucking landlord come walking back up the driveway. He got the whole motherfucking furnace. This nigga took the whole motherfucking furnace out the motherfucking crib. It's motherfucking December. It's freezing. It's freezing cold. Nigga take the motherfucking furnace out the motherfucking crib. Right? So I'm in this motherfucker for 2-3 days freezing. But I ain't got nobody. I don't know nobody out here. I'm in Atlanta. I can't go home. I got some shit going on. My family ain't fucking with me. My baby mother, that's a whole nother story and shit. Like, that's a whole nother motherfucking story and shit. But I don't even. I got too much respect for my kids and my kids' mothers. We ain't gonna talk about that. But anyway, my baby mother ain't fucking with me. She ain't fucking with me. I can't go nowhere. So I'm in this motherfucking crib for 3 days freezing. I'm in this motherfucker freezing. And now that pound old boy had gave me, now by this, it's like I'm here for like 2-3 months by this time. So now I'm rocking and rolling. I'm getting it on and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I got some paper put the fuck up, but I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. Got a situation. I'm on the run. I can't go get no crib. I can't put nothing in my name. I ain't got nobody that can. I called my baby mother, asked her to put a crib in her motherfucking name. That motherfucker hung up in my face and shit. So I'm out here fucked up. So we ain't got no furnace in this motherfucker now. It's freezing in this motherfucker, and I need to find a crib. So first I calls the killer nigga. I calls his baby mama, and now mind you, I ain't know her long. We rocking and shit, but I ain't known her long. Maybe a month, and I ain't even really asking her, can I come to her crib? I'm asking her, cause she put an apartment in her name for me and shit. Like, I'm trying to get her to put an apartment in her name for me and shit. And she, I don't know you like that. I don't do that type of shit with my credit and da 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 da. So I end up calling one of my little cousin, her baby father and shit. I ended up calling her baby father, solid nigga Pat. My nigga Pat. Pat came through, put an apartment in his motherfucking name for me and shit. So I give him the bread, I get the apartment. I'm in Atlanta. So now I got this apartment. I ain't got no motherfucking furniture. I ain't even got the gas on in this motherfucker. But I got a roof over my head now. And I got the oven on and heaters everywhere in this bitch. I got heaters. I got heaters everywhere in this bitch. Right? So she start coming over there. And as time went on, I'm putting my life together. And me and her fucking around. We fucking around, and it got to the point where we started fucking around so hard, I ain't even coming home no more. I'm 100% in her crib. But the whole time she telling me her son about to come home. Her son about to come home. And she been telling me her son in jail for a minute, but I never knew he was a little boy. Like, I'm thinking he a teenage nigga in his 20s. Cause she older than me. You know what I'm saying? Shorty older, she like 4-5 years older than me and shit. Like, so I'm thinking she probably more than that older than me. But I'm thinking her son is a big boy and shit. Like, so by the time it's time for her son to come home, we locked in like this. Like, I'm damn near, I am living at her motherfucking house. So her son come home, this nigga 12 years old. This nigga 12 years old, he been going for a year. Now, mind you, I don't know the killer nigga. I don't know the killer nigga's her baby father yet. Like, I didn't find out that the killer nigga that tried to kill me is her baby father. I didn't find that out yet. And it's like, so I'm rocking with her and shit. But her son, he come home from jail, 12 years old. Like, he out of fucking control. Out of fucking control, son. Like, this young nigga is turned up to the motherfucking ceiling. Like, he was locked up for a robbery. He did a motherfucking year. He come home from that motherfucking year. He get locked up for carjacking. He get locked up for the motherfucking carjacking. And when he get locked up for the carjacking, this is the day we had a motherfucking conversation, and I find out who her baby father is. So we talking about something, and whoever the person we was talking about, she said, ooh, he sound like my baby daddy. And so I'm like, yeah, your baby daddy one of them niggas? And she like, hell yeah, he one of them niggas. I'm like, where you from? And she like, Plainfield. I'm like, Plainfield? I'm like, what's his name? I gotta know him and shit. Yo, when that girl said the killer nigga name, my motherfucking heart almost stopped. Like, my motherfucking head almost spent around when she said that nigga name. So as soon as she said the nigga name, like, it fucked me up. That it fucked me all the way up, and I'm sure y'all can understand why. Like, this nigga tried to kill me when I was a kid. I'm a grown man. I meet his baby mother in Atlanta and shit. But then after a few weeks go by, I start piecing shit together, and I'm like, damn, the little nigga was locked up when I met her. Nigga did a year, came home, and he did this carjacking. Now, in between him coming home the first time, before he caught the carjacking, he was only home a hot 4-5 months. But in that time frame, like, he done got into so much shit. Police done been to the house so many motherfucking times, it don't make no sense. But as I'm thinking about all the shit this little nigga done, then it hit me like, damn, that's this nigga's son. That's this nigga's son. Like, And the nigga had never been around to kill a nigga. He ain't raised him. He don't know him. You know what I'm saying? He don't know the nigga, but he act just like this nigga, bro. Like, the craziest shit ever. Like, this nigga's son, this nigga's son, bro. Listen, y'all gotta understand me, bro. When I say, I know some wild niggas. When I say this killer nigga's son is one of the wildest motherfucking niggas I ever met in my life, and he's a young nigga. Yo, son, this young nigga is turned to the max. So he do the 1 year, he do the carjacking shit. So he locked up for the carjacking shit. He do 2 years. I take care of him 2 years. And he come home, I buy him hella clothes. And by this time, years done passed. I don't fuck with the mama no more, but I love the son. This is my little nigga. Like, I fuck with this little nigga, and he fucks with me. And the craziest shit in the world, the nigga that tried to kill me, that sent my whole life down a whole motherfucking path. I run into Atlanta, I meet the nigga baby mama, and during the time fucking with his baby mama, me and his son. Because as a little nigga going through all of this shit, I'm around his moms and shit. So, I can't just be of no motherfucking help. So I'm kicking it with the little nigga. He just a real little nigga. The little nigga's just real. He ain't putting on no act. He ain't putting on no front. He just on bullshit. He on bullshit. But what I noticed about the little nigga, if the little nigga love you, he fucking love you. If he don't fuck with you, watch the fuck out. He a motherfucking terror. He do the motherfucking 2 years for the motherfucking, for the carjacking. He come home. When he come home, I come pick him up. Now, by this time, he like 17. He like 17, 16, 17, somewhere around there and shit. So I go, like, man, this little nigga done got super motherfucking close. Like, this, I don't even deal with his moms no more. You know what I'm saying? And I don't deal with moms no more because I couldn't. Okay, I told y'all she was a great woman, great motherfucking woman. But I'm out here, I'm fucked up. I'm fucked up at the time, and I'm trying to get my shit right. And I promise you to God, man, this girl got the house. She got the stupid house, pool in the backyard. I'm good. All she want me to do is come home. She don't give a fuck. She don't want me to sell drugs. She don't want me. I'm out here shaking and baking, trying to do what I gotta do. And really, the drug shit was to no use to me because I ain't really know nobody out here and shit. Like, so I was making a few plays and shit, but my main thing was and don't be fucking judging me, yo. Don't be fucking judging me. I'm just keeping shit a buck. I ain't know too many motherfuckers to be running around here selling no motherfucking drugs. So I was surviving in Atlanta off pimping on my shit. I was on my shit. Like, I was on my shit. I had knocked. It's this nigga. The nigga Andre 3000 from Outkast. He stole his whole motherfucking swag from this nigga named Cool Ace. Nigga named Cool Ace in Atlanta, pimp nigga. He be wearing paisleys and all of that shit. Smooth pimp ass nigga. This nigga baby mama, this young bad thick bitch. I knocked the nigga Cool Ace bitch. All mothers, nigga. I knocked this bitch. So I'm running around with this bitch in the strip clubs and shit. We going back and forth to Miami, Houston. Like, she on her strip club shit. I'm running with her, and that's how I'm getting my check right. Her and I had another little thing, and I had this white bitch. I had this white bitch that I was going to Miami with, and I don't want to hear that old bullshit like a nigga made somebody do it. Let's clear this up. She asked me to go to motherfucking Miami. I didn't take her. She took me and taught me how they do it in the motherfucking South. But anyway, while I'm doing the killer nigga baby mom is trying to, like, at this point she in love with a nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? She in love with me and shit, and I love her too and shit. But I can't give her. It's a few things. One, in the back of my mind, that's this killer nigga baby mother. So I really don't know how to feel about that, and I really can't hold on the way I probably should, because she's a great motherfucking woman. But that shit is in the back of my head. Anyway, and on top of that shit fucking up my head and shit, I'm fucked up, and I'm out here. Well, I ain't fucked up at this point. By this point, I done ran it up and shit, but I'm still out here ripping and running. I'm on my shit. And one day, I told you I had the motherfucking crib that my little cousin baby father put in his name for me, but I wasn't staying there. I was staying at her crib. But I had bitches. I had stripper bitches staying at that motherfucking crib. And she knew it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no lying ass nigga and shit. Like, I wasn't pulling the wool over her eyes. She knew I had, you know what I'm saying? But I guess the whole time she was thinking she was gonna be able to pull me away from the streets, and I'm trying to explain to her, like, yo, I got hella cases and shit. I got shit going. I need this bread. Like you talking about this fairy tale life with me together, and if I don't get this motherfucking paper right, it ain't gonna be no fairy tale for no motherfucking body if I don't pay this motherfucking lawyer. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I can't really give her the what she want. You know what I'm saying? So I made a grown man motherfucking decision. Wasn't no beef involved. Wasn't no ugly shit. I made a grown man decision and let it go. And let it go, because that last day I had to and shit. Like, one day, the bitches at the motherfucking crib called me. And they like, yo, your girl over here. She over here tripping. I'm like, what? So I jump in the car, I shoot to the motherfucking apartment, and she in the motherfucking living room. And she grabbing bitches' clothes and putting them in bags and shit. And I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of this shit. You coming home with me. And blah, blah, blah. And she losing it about these motherfucking bitches and shit. Like, and trying to fight the bitches and all that. I had to get up out of there, and she crying, had a meltdown. And at that point, she was a good person and shit. I ain't want to hurt her. I ain't want to keep hurting her. And I knew I wasn't the nigga that she wanted me to be. Like, I was a real street ass nigga. She's a real Christian motherfucking lady, man. Real Christian lady and shit. So I had to let her go about her business. But the relationship me and her son developed, who is this killer ass nigga son, our bond is like this. Like, he done did hella biz. I done took care of him, his whole motherfucking biz, from a young nigga all the way up to a grown motherfucking man. Right now, he 28 years old. He in prison right motherfucking now. And right now, to this motherfucking day, I still take care of the nigga. To this motherfucking day. To this day. Nigga called me, this the killer nigga son. Hear what the fuck I'm saying, bro. This is the killer nigga son. This nigga called me on he been locked up 8 years. He been locked up 8 years right now. He been locked up 8 years. 8 years, I've been taking care of this nigga, holding him down. Whatever, answer the motherfucking phone, do all that. Me and this little nigga locked the fuck in. Like, I love this little nigga to death. To this day, that's my little nigga. I love him to motherfucking death. And that shit is the craziest shit, that he is the nigga that tried to kill me, son. This nigga is the nigga that tried to kill me, son. And we like this, bro. We like this. Somebody asked me yesterday after hearing this story, Um, right now, today, if I seen him, would I still feel the same? Would I want to kill him? And the answer is no, no, hell no. I wouldn't want to kill him. Not, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want to. Um, this is what I've learned about him. Like I'm telling y'all this story, how my encounter with him fucked my brain up for 20 motherfucking years. Like, it's not till recently that I really started trying to unpack shit and let certain shit go in my motherfucking life. And I realized how that shit I went through with him changed who I was forever. And I can only imagine what the fuck happened to him, or what was his encounter with whatever the fuck turned him into who the fuck he is. I can only imagine what type of monster or evil shit he ran into that made his heart cold as it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, do I ever wanna? I don't have no desire in my motherfucking heart to be that evil. I don't have no desire in my heart to wanna be. I don't want to. No, let's just say no. No, I wouldn't want to kill him. No, I wouldn't want to do nothing to him. And on top of that, I'm entangled with people that he created and shit. Like, I got love for people that he's connected to, and I know that's the weirdest shit in the motherfucking world. And if you want to make God laugh, make plans and shit. This was God motherfucking plan and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how I can hate a nigga so much and go to a whole nother motherfucking state and meet a female that end up being his baby mother and get connected to a child that he motherfucking made that I love. Like, this my little nigga. Like, I fucks with this little nigga. Like, that's my motherfucking dog. Young Takeoff Montana. You know what I'm saying? I will give y'all his Instagram and shit, but I don't want y'all to see that type of shit. This nigga on there in prison with big ass daggers, and he a young wild nigga. He a damn nigga cut off half his hand. Him and a nigga had a knife fight in Smith State Prison and shit out here in Georgia and shit. These niggas stabbing each other up. They cut his whole hand off holding the other nigga knife. Like, yo, I'm telling y'all, when I say this young nigga is a fucking monkey, but I'm so glad I'm not glad he's where he's at, but I'm glad he wasn't, because he got his little crew he used to be running with. A few of them niggas just got life. They had a triple homicide. They called it triple homicide and shit. And his little homies and shit just got a life sentence and shit. And if he was home, I know without a doubt he would have. Look, them little niggas was horrible. They called it triple motherfucking murder. But I promise you, them niggas learned all that shit from him. He's the absolute worst of the fucking group. Like, and I know if he was home, he would have been involved with that shit. And so on that note, I'm glad he wasn't on the streets, and he don't got a life sentence, and he will be home next year. But that is the nigga that tried to kill me, son. and I love that little nigga, and this shit can be in a motherfucking movie. I don't even know how to end this motherfucking story because it sounds so motherfucking crazy. But yeah, the nigga that tried to kill me and the son is like this. I love him to motherfucking death. And I met him in Atlanta, Georgia, 900 miles away from where the shit started at. But it's crazy how shit go and shit. But like, comment, subscribe, and if you into the videos, I'll drop another one in a few days, and y'all stay tuned.